morning, and on behalf of Monster Energy and Extreme Sports Channel, our two primary partners for the Monster Energy Extreme Freestylers, welcome to Holland. The concept of Monster Energy Extreme Freestylers was nice to be launching it today, because we've been working on the concept and coming up with what we believe is a compelling show content to bring into the European market. So it's about 18 months in the making. Quite extensive research into understanding what existing action sport properties exist in Europe, really understanding the ins and outs of those properties, and then looking at other projects that we've been associated with in America and Australia, and really trying to bring all the key elements together so that we have a very compelling live show business opportunity that is beyond what anyone has seen in Europe before. So part of that process was obviously identifying the relevant markets to launch in across Europe in the first year. We're delighted that to be working with the stadium here, and Harold and his people have been incredible. It's also a venue that has a very strong history and track record of live show and entertainment performance. So purely from a business perspective, that's critically important to us, so that obviously the commercial viability of such a huge investment is more secured. So yeah, pretty excited to be filling the venue next door there on the 21st of May. In terms of the content, as I said earlier, we've researched and studied the marketplace, and there's a lot of FMX events across Europe, and as most of us know, action sport has been a huge growth market in the last decade, and Europe is, I guess, rapidly catching up to the States, which has pretty much led the charge. So what we're endeavouring to do is to bring together the best from freestyle. We have the world's best riders associated with the Monster Energy Extreme Freestylers, but we wanted to make it a little more richer than purely just FMX. The guys will be the headline act, and as you'll see in the marketing material that we're circulating, we want to come up with a festival type brand, being the Freestylers brand, which is synonymous with all things that are freestyle. So really thinking outside of a motorbike and taking into the freestyle lifestyle which is the consumers we're trying to reach. So we've got some pretty exciting brands partnered into the show. We have the Crusty Demons, which has been around for about 15 years. It's the I guess the granddaddy of freestyle motocross through its high rating and high selling DVDs and movies over the past 15 years. So the Crusty Demons have a rider team that's headed up by Robbie Madison, who's the modern day Evel Knievel, and Jackson Strong and a couple of other Australian riders in the lineup there. We have the Metal Militia, which is Brian Deegan, who's one of the more famous American freestylers. He has a militia team that are touring with us. And then we've got the Dudesons playing as well. They have a very successful MTV program. It's probably something that your kids are going to be more appealing to. But we have them a lot, and we have a rock band, Sonic Syndicate. In amongst that, there's lights, pyro, and a pretty amazing sound show that will be pretty entertaining for the 4-hour duration of the show. So the main purpose of today is obviously to introduce the opportunity, introduce the brand to you, and really give you a chance to have a chat with our Dutch famous rider Norman. He's representing Holland in this event. He'll be alongside, as I said, the world's greatest freestyle motocrossers, so it's a pretty exciting opportunity for him. And he'll be flying the Dutch flag very proudly on the 21st. Libor Podmol is recently been crowned world champion of FMX, so we're delighted to have Libor along with Nate Adams and Robbie Madison and Remy Bissoir, and as I said, the creme de la creme of freestyle motocross. That's what you see. The show itself, very clear to point out, it's not a competition. It's a show. We have a show director, Mickey Diamond, who's an ex-AMA Supercross champion. He's produced Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Hup Jam in the States. He's produced a Nuclear Cowboys tour in the States, which is currently touring. So Mickey's very well, very experienced in the live shows, and we're working on a pretty exciting show plan at the moment that will be world class and never seen before. So that's probably enough for me. Happy to answer any questions, but I think it's a good opportunity to ask the boys what their views are on Monster Energy Extreme Freestylers.
Vanuit Monster Energy wil ik graag nog een stukje vertellen waarom wij eigenlijk onze naam graag aan het evenement willen verbinden. We leveren eigenlijk heel graag met onze marketingbijdrage een bijdrage aan de sport. Daarbij heeft de tweewiel dirt onze focus. En daar valt dus eigenlijk het motocross, motor supercross en freestyle motocross onder als een onderdeel. We verbinden graag onze naam aan de top. Zo doen we dat ook met de rijders. Dus we zijn sponsor van Nate Adams en een aantal andere grote iconen binnen de sport. En eigenlijk willen wij onze naam hier aan koppelen, omdat het eigenlijk gewoon de beste FMX-show is ter wereld. Niet alleen freestyle motocross, maar ook andere ingrediënten die eigenlijk ervoor zorgen gewoon dat je de beste show ter wereld hebt. Niet in wedstrijdformaat, niet met de druk die je hebt tijdens een wedstrijd van presteren, maar iedereen gaat volledig voor de show. En daarom denken wij zeker dat de rijders een evenement zoals dit nog meer uit kunnen pompen om tot nog vettere actie te komen, zeg maar, dan normaal gesproken. Dus dat is eigenlijk mijn woordje. Als er nog individuele vragen zijn, dan hoor ik het graag.